Hey guys, quick video. I just want to answer a few questions because I'm sure people have them. So the first question is, if you don't believe in Jesus, then where do we come from? And I'll tell you the truth. We don't know, and we probably can't know. Let me reiterate what I just said. We don't know, and we probably can't know. I want you to just think about that, because that is the truth. We don't know and we can't know. All we know is some people wrote things in history, and some of them are more convincing and others are not. But at the end of the day, we don't know, and we probably can't know the origins of mankind, how we got here. And that's just the ultimate truth. We don't know and we can't know. And we can't fully rule out naturalism either, just because we've had experiences that may seem like there's a spirit world. And that doesn't mean that those experiences are true, because if we're being honest, the more logical thing is that most people, or all people, are mistaken to some degree. So what are the possibilities? I would definitely say naturalism is possibly true. And if there is a God, I would go deism, which means there is a God but no one's experienced God. I would go universalism, which means all paths lead to the same God, which, if that's true, then you don't need to hold to any religious books or ideologies, because any path you take will lead to God. What other God? Polytheism, but again, that's kind of all paths lead to the same God. So yeah, that's where I'm at with where do we come from. I do know for a fact that science does give us truths, many truths, and with morality, the whole thing about morality is you can come to morality using science, philosophy, and logic. That's all you need. You don't need a book. You don't need a God. You just need to understand what science says. For example, science says killing innocent people is a bad thing. Why do I say that? Simple, because we know that other people suffer when someone else is harmed. We know that the least harm makes us thrive. I mean, this is, again, that's also philosophy as well. So you don't need God for morality, I'm sorry, I misspoke. And you can get morality using philosophy, science, and logic. And people say, oh, I don't trust science. But one of the best examples of why we should trust science is the age of the earth, and why the scientific method works. When you look at how they do that, and the many ways they do that, and peer review, it's you don't need to question it. And even if they're not fully 100% on the age of the earth, we can at minimum conclude that the earth is extremely old. Probably, if I'm going to go further away from what they dated, because they say it's 4 billion years old, I'll say it's at least 100,000 years old. And that's still much older than anything any biblical believer has ever said. For example, I think it's Ken Ham, Kent Hovind. He says the earth is 6 to 10,000 years old. Nah, the earth is at least 10 times older than that. So anyways, science does give us a lot of truths. I mean, everything around us is because of the scientific method. So where do we come from? We simply don't know. So to grab a hold of an idea based on a book, I'd say that's like playing the lottery and expecting to win. The odds are you won't. So take my words and really consider them, ponder on them, and y'all have a good one. Peace.